How is it going, everybody? My name is Copyright, and today we are gonna look at a very interesting Esper control list. Control the control, I named it. Before we are gonna break down the list, and the list is pretty interesting, have to mention two things. First off, I'm not the biggest control player, and maybe I love this sort of mid-range decks, aggro decks, combo decks. This is my area where I love to play around. And the control lists that I usually make are more like Golgari control, mono black control, where I enjoy controlling the board, but also having my creatures that give me extra value. This is the sort of control that I'm enjoying the most. This is more this pure traditional control type of deck, and this is where we're gonna break it a little bit down. Not so much, because as I said, I'm not the biggest control player. And if you are the same, if you are not the biggest control player, I cannot stress it more enough. You need and you must play control decks to understand how they work and to be successful in the way you're playing your own decks. Let's say you are more a mid-range deck player or aggro player. You need to understand what is the weaknesses and the strength of every control deck. It depends if it's Azorius control, if it's the Izzet control, or if it's like here Esper control. You need to test it at least once or twice in the play or in the rank, depends wherever you want, to see what is the weakness and the strength of each deck. So you know how to play against it and you know how to handle different situations. And this is, I think, a really interesting part of this video also in general. When we are going to go together into the gameplay scene, you will see that I will maybe make some mistakes, but I will also have my struggles with different situations where the aggro player don't even know maybe that I have these struggles, right? Because sometimes if you top deck something and for aggro players, maybe it feels like, oh, they have all answers for everything, and then you will see it from this perspective that it's maybe not the case. And the second one is that it will be the last competitive deck for now, because I was also talking in my Discord server with Toridice and other guys how it is to better design, let's say, the flow of the videos, because I don't want to just put out decks that are more on competitive side. I also want to have a lot of fun, and this is basically why I'm doing all this. I want to have fun and playing Magic, and I have fun playing Magic doing weird stuffs that have also good win rate. And I think you saw it in all my previous videos. The win rate of my decks, they are unconventional, but the win rate is still there. We are still looking above 50% of the win rate in all of my decks. So from tomorrow on, we are going to have again some really fun time, and I have already prepared a lot of decks for you where we can enjoy together and maybe design the meta or the ladder a little bit different. And how it will be built. So I was thinking and talking with Toridice that the first 7 days of a season, so usually when the month starts, the season starts, the first week we will make more controllish type of decks because people want to get fast into the ladder. And then we're gonna make 2 weeks, so in the middle of the months, we're gonna make all these funny stuffs and all these cool stuffs. And I mean, control decks can also, or let's say competitive decks can also be fun, but they will be, of course, focused more on the current meta or anti-meta, let's say, to play around. And then the last week of the season, I'm gonna also try to make more competitive type of decks, so you can again climb your rank before the season ends. Let me know what you think about it, what you think about this idea. If you have maybe other suggestions, if you say, hey, I don't care about competitive decks and all, just bring your fun decks and we're gonna look that we have our win rate over 50%. Or if you say, yeah, this is a cool balance or a good balance between fun and more maybe if I feel like climbing the rank deck, so I can jump maybe back to some deck list and maybe take inspiration or even take the same deck list and just play with it to have my higher win rate. Let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Otherwise, let's go straight into the deck, and we are not gonna break it a lot because I think the most player of you encounter the cards that we are gonna use, but I wanna mention some special cards that I like or I love really much in this deck. First off, of course, Edgar. You see Edgar already. It's a 4 mana 4/4 legendary vampire noble, and it's a vampire lord. I have a vampire deck with him in Marduk coloration, so we will see him again. But he is a really difficult guy to deal with because whenever he dies, so you need a special removal for him, he needs to be exiled. And whenever he dies, you transform him into Coffin. And the Coffin gives you the value of each upkeep you create a 1/1 vampire creature token with lifelink, and then after 3 counters on the coffin, the Edgar comes back and basically buff all your 1/1s to 2/2s lifelinker, right? So this gives us a little bit extra tools to work against some creature-based matchups, but also against more controlish type of decks. He's really difficult to deal because basic removal is not good enough for him, and he's keep coming back, so you can keep trading or keep providing your damage. So he's a really cool card. I like him a lot. Then we have a little bit of an experiment. I want to experiment with Wash Away and Syncopate. You see, maybe Syncopate is similar as Test of Talent, a counter spell that exile another spell. You need to pay X amount that the opponent cannot pay, let's say, right? Or you can maybe force the opponent to spend all their mana in the turn. And Syncopate has, I think, a really good synergy with the Hullbreaker Horror, because you can even play it for 0 just to have the bounce ability from Hullbreaker. This is a thing where Syncopate shines a little bit. And 2 of Wash Away just as an experiment. Then we have what else is really cool here. I think the Dragon is a really interesting card, because in the current meta with so much bounce spells, to have Ward 4 as long as he's untapped is really cool, and also he provides you in a late game with some card advantage, and he can be against creature matchups really nice blocker. For 5/5 flyer for 5 mana is actually a really good stats. Then we have 2 of our Sorins, just an amazing card, and another card that I fall in love with, and I use it already in some of my more aggressive type of decks, is Path of Peril. Path of Peril is a 3 mana sorcery, and reminds me of one of this, I think it was in Ravnica. There was a 4 mana spell with double black, where you can destroy all creatures with mana value 3 or less. I forgot the name now. This is something similar, but it has with mana value 2 or less. For 3 mana, you can destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. And this can play in your more aggressive decks towards you, because if you face some aggressive type of decks, you can maybe just remove their Luminach Aspirants and pack leaders and stuff, but keep other things from you and from them, because maybe you can deal with some stuff that they have. But we can also cleave it for 6, 4 generic, 1 white and 1 black, where we destroy everything. So if we need to reset our board, we can easily do this. And Midhook Massacre is basically, you know, this card is just legendary as it is. Amazing card in aggro control decks, provides you with life, provides you with sweepers, just really cool interaction. The rest is just here to control the board, Siphon Insight, put against other control decks to just maybe loot something out, and Behold the Multiverse, a versatile spell that you can foretell and play just for 2 if you want to prepare something for your Hullbreaker Horror, maybe to be a little bit cheaper. Yeah, this is so far for the deck. Let's us check a little bit the land base. And the land base is basically, let's say, not so simple, but I threw everything I have in this coloration, so in white, blue and black. Everything you have, I also recommend you throw everything more in. Of course, we have more Dimir control, so we don't have so much requirement for white. So actually you can also, if you don't have the pathways, don't be sad about it. Don't feel it with the snow double lands, you don't need it so much, because also with our Celestus he fixed our mana a little bit, and I never had an issue with it. So go with deck more for Dimir control, and white is just a splash color for your different, let's say, possibilities. For example, like Vanishing Verse, right? We need some white colors here. Or Edgar needs some white colors. Or if we want to cleave the Path of Peril, we need some white colors. But otherwise, nothing else requires a hard cast white mana, so we are more in Dimir colorations. And 1 Field of Ruins, because it's just a good card. So yeah, this is so far for this deck. I hope you enjoyed. I played with this deck few games. I think I played 3, I won 2, lost 1. As I said, if I make some mistakes, don't be mad at me. Better type me in the comments, let me know what I did wrong, what I should have done differently, because I am not the most experienced control player. I am not like CGB or sort of people who you see, but I think I also play a little bit better the mid-range or aggro type of decks than CGB, because often when you see when he plays mono white or Boros aggro or something, that there are steps maybe that we as more experienced mid-range or aggressive type of player will maybe take a different approach to it. But everybody has their weakness, everybody has their strength. This is why we're here. And yeah, let's jump straight into the gameplay, see how it will go for us. So, and here we go with our first victim, or we will be the victim as the hand looks like. Double Hullbreaker is not great. Soaring without enough black source is also not great. Wash away stone interaction. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. And again, if I'm wrong here, if another control player say, hey, you should have kept it, let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna mulligan. I need a little bit more cheap interaction here. This looks a little bit better. We can control the board if it's an aggressive type of player, and we can maybe wash away something. And looks like Celestia, maybe Celestia humans. Let's go with the blue source because the Desert Beach will come in untapped next turn. Okay. Do we like that opponent has Lotus Cobra? Not really, right? We don't want to have him that, and we have nothing else to do. So we are gonna kill it and then keep it. Right now we cannot cast a path. Lotus Cobra one more time. Okay, let's bring in, let's see what he's ramping into, and we are missing our lens. This is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Another... It's a landfall deck, huh? I think it's a landfall deck. And game, I would appreciate if you would give me... If you would give me some mana here. Now I'm thinking if I should main phase the Vanishing Verse on the Murasa Rudkrasar. What is his name? Because if I don't main phase it, he can profit from the landfall ability. So I think I'm gonna do it. I can't. You see another mistake. I can Vanishing Verse it because it's a multicolored spell. And unlucky that we missed the land again. This is not good for us so far. Let me see. Opponent can go to 3, maybe play the Skewed Swarm. Skewed Swarm is not bad with our meat hook. But let me see first. 4 mana. Maybe we can even wash away something if he plays the enchantment in white to create more creatures. I don't want to have it. But we can also deal with enchantment with Vanishing Verse. So it depends, right? And Jessica. Okay, Jessica I want to wash away. This is too much tutus. Okay, finally we have another land. It's not in the coloration that we needed. But sure, let's go with blue. And we keep it. So currently we are missing a black land, right? To stabilize a little bit, to have the board ready for us. Is it 10 or EO? IO. Okay, opponent didn't even want to shock himself. Crazy motherfucker. Okay, this is not a war, so control is a good target for our Vanishing Verse. Okay. And black land off the top will be really nice magic. I would appreciate it. And another blue land. This is not something I'm really happy to see, let's say, but okay. Opponent seems to miss also a land drop, but he also didn't shock himself. So let me see. A black land changes really, really much. With a black land, we can go for -4 on our mid hook, gain some life. The opponent wants to bounce it. And I don't know why Tyrant is lining up. I need also another black land for Tyrant to be active. Okay, Field Trip. By the way, Field Trip, if you need to learn spell, yeah, but there is another better ramp spells for 3 mana. It provides you with lands. This is even basic forest. I think the other one is a instant that just search for basic lands. Okay. Opponent goes for another 4 damage and give me black land of the top game, please. Yes, I love you. I love you. So let's go here for 3. Let's go for 3. Opponent could bounce a land, but I don't know how helpful it will be for him. And this will stabilize our board a little bit. If we draw another land, it will open up the Hullbreaker Horror, of course. The opponent so far with not bad hand, but I think we handled it pretty good, no? What do you think? I think we handled it pretty good. And now we literally can just chill and play our Hullbreaker in the end of turn. Then... Oh, this is a perfect. Look at him. Look at him. Resolve. Pass. Let's bring out the Hullbreaker. And then we can do it like this. Perfect top deck. Return the permanent. We take the mainland. Not really needed, but okay. Let's go here. Kill the Vranchik. Play the Hydra. And end the turn. It was 2 land on the top, right? That I saw with Scythian. You're just preventing me from sacrificing. Player can't pay life to sacrifice. Yeah, I cannot pay life, but it's okay. I don't have anything that is sacrificing or paying life right now. Okay. Opponent filter out his deck for me a little bit. This is why we're gonna do this. Open up the way for our Hullbreaker, take something cool from our opponent, like Skewed Swarmy. And... let me see. I think we're gonna do it like this. And then we go in. Exile the Vranchik. I don't think he has some recursion, right? Graveyard recursion is not so... the thingy, and keep up the test of talent for maybe some other shenanigans. He can play Yasharn again. I play Skewed Swarm, bounce the Yasharn for the next turn. And this will be difficult for opponent to recover. Depends if he has maybe removal, but test of talent will not take care of the removal. So then we losing our Hullbreaker. Syncopate will be there much better, but okay. Another land. So I think before we start going like mad lads here, or do we even care if... I don't think we care, right? I think we play Cutie. Or do I care? No, I don't care. I think we play Cutie. We play the blue. Create another Cutie, and then we go... How much is it? 1... I need 4, I will have just 1 mana left. No, we are not going to do it, because maybe he has another Emirius, so I can use my Test of Talents, see his hand a little bit. Right now I want to use Test of Talent just to check out his hand. Okay, this is also an amazing target for it. And let me see what you have. Okay. Yeah, here's another Emirius. And let's check your library. This is a library. Go away from the library. And yeah, this is pretty nice. Sure, you can deal 7 to me, because I think... Okay, next turn. We are gonna do this, and for how much can I go in now? 1, 2... I cannot activate you. Okay. I cannot activate it. That's okay. This. And we're gonna exile... don't really care, right? Next. And yep. That's okay. So even if opponent removes something, Skyclave cannot remove the token. Only the main character. Outgrown Troll is also okay. Now is the perfect time for draw my Edgar. Okay. Opponent wants to ramble bamble. That's okay. And we go to my turn. Okay, Jamari Disruption. Is it good though? Is it good if I gonna sweep everything to Jamari Disruption? Wait, didn't I exile his thingy there? No, I did. Okay, let's sweep, right? If we sweep, I cannot activate the thingy. Okay. Let's sweep, get our 3-3. Take action. Take action. He gets the 3-3. This is a mean one, huh? And let me see. 1, 2. Do I need double sweep? How can I activate it? I think I need double sweep it. Otherwise, opponent will run away with it. I forgot that I do not get the token. It was my mistake, maybe. And sure. So let's see what we hit off the top. Okay. And the opponent don't wanna cast the other thing. He wanna go with Vrenchik. Vrenchik the 7-chick. Pass. My turn. Okay, I land off the top and I think I'm dead, right? I don't see any other possibility to do anything here. 1, 2. I cannot crew this one because I need another green. And yeah, I think I am dead. I think I am dead. Because there is nothing else I can do here. Yeah, maybe I made some mistakes. Let me know. Let me know if there is something I could have done differently. I just run out a little bit of juice, right? I mean, if I would have kept the Scooty, he had the Trampler, right? So he will kill me with a Trampler. And there is no other chances that I would have got. Good game. IO. So yeah, let's check out another one. This one was a little bit weird, but okay. Vurzak. Let's see how our second game will go here. Black, blue. If we need it. We have also white. Opponent goes first. 4 mana play. 4 mana play, maybe a 3 mana play. So let's try it, right? And looks like red. So let's bring the blackie out. The black is Swampy. Kitty, what do you say? Okay. And goblins. Okay, interesting. We go for blue. So far only lands here. Goblin goes face. Thank you very much. But this is actually a good another land. This is a good 2-drop. Meet Yuhuki. Gain some life back. Okay. Bugbear! Okay, my Edgar will take care of Bugbear. I'm gonna play you as a white source, and Edgar will help us. So far I know Goblin List has some burn spells for 4, so he can maybe start damaging Edgar, but it's okay, because Sorin will come next turn and will help us with... Okay. Wurzak had no answers to it. That's weird. But okay, I will take it. Let's check out another one. Zolali. Nagata. Nagata is a cool name. Nagata is cool. Yeah. And I'm already excited for tomorrow. This hand looks nice. I think as a control player, some of you can confirm this is a really cool opening hand. We can go Javari just to make our opponent scared, then Eye of the Tyrant, then maybe some white or black defensive opponents aggressive, Celestus. Yeah, looks nice, looks nice. So let's go with Javari. Javari. It could also be possible that I should have kept Javari, because with Celestus we have our mana fixing, but there we have a second Javari. Javari. I like that. I'm really excited for tomorrow already. Some really cool decks are awaiting. And let's go white. Let's show our opponent that we are Esper. Esper. Opponent has maybe Javari anymore. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Nice. And okay. Opponent has open mana. And we are gonna go with you. And I don't wanna play nothing in the open mana. With a tap land, okay. Sure, my friend, sure. Oh, this is actually a good draw. Let's go with you for black. And skip it. Skipper, skip it. Skip it, skipper. Let's see if our opponent wants to counter Scythian. It's a good card against control, because you can do it this, and usually people don't like it when you touching their deck. And you start touching these dragons. Oh! Nagata. Nagata, por favor. Nagata. Okay, I take it. You see, people hate it when you start touching their sleeves. If you touch the dragon, they're like, bitch, not with me. And it will be interesting to see. It looks like a basic Azorius control. Will be a battle of the titans. I'm by all means, I'm not a good control player, so I think he will have won, but I take it. Hunted. Hunted, I think you will be my last opponent. And I have 1 black. I have 2 black, and I have blue source. Sure. Let's go, let's all go, let's roll with it. And okay. Yep. Let's go. Should we touchy his deck again? Touchy. I think so, right? Winter of Sculptor, and you are in snow colorations. No, I wanna slow it down, right? Winter. And winter is a really annoying type of thing. Because not only it provides him with if I play you for white, I don't have anything white right now, so let's play you better for black. And let's skip it. If you as a control player, just interested, some of you for sure like enjoy playing control, let me know. How am I doing it? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How would you play this sort of decks? And I think there will be a lot of people who will perform with this deck much better than I do. Jesus, as much as I want to take away his Faceless Heaven, I think I should, right? I should take away his Faceless Heaven. Let's take away the Faceless Heaven. Celestus. into another black. Sure. Celestus into black source. You as a control player, how will you rate my play with control decks? Because as I said, I play it because I know and understood that it's really important to know what control is playing and how they're playing. Okay, Kazan the Mom. It's okay. This is okay, my friend. You as a blue source. And we have here 4, 5, right? You're 2 and 3. You will draw next turn 1 card. You need to cleave 6. 5, 6. I can cleave it, right? I should cleave it, I think. Yeah. I think I should cleave it just to prevent this income. And maybe opponent will just faceless heaven me until I'm dead. Another mammoth. Another meat hook. Okay. How are we gonna do this? We play you. We play the meat hook for 3. I think so, right? How much we will have left? 2. So we can counter maybe the enchantment that comes. Or maybe something else, we will see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bruh. Let me see your hand. Yes, another pack, another mammoth. Jesus. Let's exile from everywhere. Just go away. Just 2 of them. It's okay. I think it's like a basic snow green, right? So opponent still has a lot of creatures. He can do some damage with the Faceless Heavens. And I hope maybe with Siphion to hit something big. Like Ground Troll, I wanted to hit you. Actually. Okay, let's Siphion first, I think. But we need to use the mana a little bit different. Because otherwise the tapper will tap me to death. Will Ranger class help me actually or not so much? What do you think? Bam bam. Because we have already 7 mana for our Hullbreaker. I think Ranger class will be a helpful integration here. And then we keep up the 2 mana. Don't level up for Javari, just in case the opponent goes for double spell or something. Pam pam pam. Okay, opponent wants to level Faceless, go face, okay. This is why Faceless is here. And Mammoth? I think he will play Mammoth, right? Nope, he plays around. Okay, this is actually a really good answer. A really, really good answer to the Ground Troll. But we don't have white without Celestus. If I level now the Ranger class... level the Ranger class, it will use the green source, and we then have white for Banishing Verse. This is why we are gonna stay back. And draw a card. Show it to me. Syncopate. I think Wash Away is right now better than Syncopate. Yeah, I think so. I think it's better. And now we're gonna do the following. If he attacks with Faceless Heaven, he will. I'm going to Because even if I kill the all-grown troll now with Vanishing Verse, it will make not much difference, right? So if opponent attacks now, yeah, he will. Draw your card, my friend. We will crew you. Yep. Then we are gonna block here. And then we can use our Vanishing Verse to exile the troll and kill the Faceless Heaven. Okay, I think it's the maximum I could have taken out of the situation. But now we are missing land if we hit. Okay, we're not missing land anymore. How are we doing this? Okay, let's make it tonight. Ay, mana. I forgot to auto tap. Wash away. Javari needs to go. Nope. We gain a little bit of life. Another Javari. 3, 6, 7. Now I have enough mana. Right, now I have enough mana. Okay, opponent drew it. Opponent played. Okay. I'm forced to block the mammoth. Two life left. Okay, another land. Another land. Am I dead? I think so, right? I think I'm dead. Undead, I think I'm dead. We can play you, and if he plays something from exile, but I don't know what he has in the exile that he could play out. So let me see. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything I could do right now, because I have only 1 mana left. 1 mana left, I mean something like Fading Hope would be nice. But good game, my friend. Hunted, good game. I hope you are not too mad at me taking time, but yeah, otherwise, what do we have now? 2 games, two wins, 2 losses, right? And I think you as an experienced control player will maybe perform a little bit better. Maybe I made some mistakes here and there. I don't know what else I could have done differently. Maybe keep the syncopate for, like, for what? Nothing, right? I don't really know what could be useful with syncopate right there. Just to use it with a hull breaker. Yeah, maybe you as an experienced player have more success with this deck. And as I said, if you're not a control player, just try out some other builds, maybe the same deck that I use right now, maybe something else, just to know how a control deck is played. You see the weaknesses, you see the strange of each deck, and to understand how to beat it, you need first to join them, right, to understand how they function. Yeah, otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. As I said, tomorrow we will be making some weird shenanigans with, and I hope to prepare for tomorrow some cool intros again. I'm missing to make them with the music and stuff. Definitely thanks for everybody who give me the suggestions, the feedback, how to do everything. As I said, I'm pretty new to it. We are growing in it all together, and I hope just to improve in the future and make better stuffs to entertain you. Otherwise, thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao.